Imagine standing on the edge of something huge, something so big it's reshaping the way power works in the most decisive arena of our times, venture capital. Power used to mean big banks, big funds, those who screamed the loudest in suits and smoke-filled rooms. But guess what? That's crumbling. The real power now? It's quietly, fiercely moving into the hands of families. The family offices. Those who thought it was all about flashy exits and IPOs don't see this coming. Or maybe they do, but they're stuck in old game thinking. If you've ever felt like the old rules are locking you in, or that the system rewards noise over substance, this is hitting home. Because what's happening is massive. Family offices aren't just holding checks, they're holding keys. Keys to real, lasting influence. Power that isn't temporary but multigenerational. It's a shift so profound it rearranges the whole game. You know the feeling? Crushing pressure, knowing you must deliver results, move fast, keep scaling. But the landscape feels like quicksand. The larger the fund, the slower the move. TikTok, endless meetings, legacy stakeholders, endless pressure to conform to rules made by people who don't dare to dream bigger or different. On the other side, family offices, they're nimble, patient, ready to play the long game because they aren't chasing quarterly reports or flashy headlines. They're building legacies, meaning the capital they control is a different breed. Less about hitting the next milestone to please public markets, more about meaningful, long-lasting change. They can fund ideas that big funds won't touch, ideas that are raw, uncomfortable, risky, because their timeline isn't just 5 years, it's 50, or a lifetime. If you're a founder, investor, leader, there's a gnawing question deep inside that's impossible to silence. How do you get your hands on this new power? How do you break free from the noise of traditional systems and find the freedom to build what actually matters? This isn't just a nice to have, it's survival. Staying stuck in old ways means missing out on the future itself. Family offices have the patience, the depth of vision, the hunger for genuine impact, and the willingness to take risks on ideas that might not fit the usual mold. They want partnerships, not transactions. They want alignment, not just profit. They want founders who don't just talk disruption, but live it. Here's the brutal truth. Traditional venture capital is addicted to the herd mentality. The big-name funds chase trends, wave after wave of hype, because dissent or delay means lost deals, lost status. Family offices? They don't answer to limited partners or rigid models. Their capital moves where conviction is strongest, where true transformation is real. Because they understand something the rest don't. Real power lies in the patient, the purposeful, and those who dare to build systems that outlast market cycles. The power of family offices is their roots, deep, intertwined with values, legacy, and vision. They don't just want a return, they want resilience. They want influence without selling out. Think about it like this. While millions are following the crowd, family offices are stepping off the beaten path and folding the future into their DNA. This is the secret weapon those few who refuse to wait can tap into. It's no coincidence that the families who've played the long game, quietly, strategically, are now unleashing capital that can shape industries, redefine what success means, and create ecosystems where creativity and power thrive together. This isn't about playing the old game better. It's about recognizing the game has shifted, demolishing boundaries set by the past, opening a new stage where the power is not just about the size of your wallet, but about the depth of your vision and the authenticity of your alliance. Feeling stuck in a system that rewards fitting in over breaking out. That's exactly why this matters so sharply. The family office model refuses to be boxed in by traditional venture rules. Instead, they invent their own rules, driven by the sovereignty of the individual investor and founder, aligned in their mission. What can you do to become magnetic to these powerful players? First, understand that they value patience and truth over flash. Show them your commitment not just to growth, but to transformation. Think like they do. Clarity of vision, focus on longevity, relentless drive to build something beyond money. You need to align yourself with values that echo beyond the usual pitch deck hype. No empty jargon. No chasing vanity metrics. Family offices want to see fire that won't burn out. Here's how you shift. Don't sell the idea to the many. Sell the essence to the few. Connect authentically, relentlessly. Be selective with who you engage. Find those who aren't just investors, but partners in transformation. When you meet these families, speak their language: sovereignty, patience, radical honesty, and a horizon that's decades away. They hunger for founders who don't just bend to the system, but break it, who ask, why follow the path when I can blaze a new one? That's the currency of this new power. Forget quick wins or hype. This is about patience, about playing the long game, about evolving alongside visionaries who see the landscape clearly, but aren't afraid to challenge its limits. And remember this. This isn't just about money or influence. It's about reclaiming your freedom as a founder or leader. Freedom from the constant pressure to conform, from the hollow promises of mainstream venture. Freedom to dream, build, and make a mark that endures. Your power grows exponentially when you're hand in hand with family offices who understand that true change demands more than capital. It demands patience, alignment, and the courage to stay the course when no one else believes. They aren't here for the noise of instant fame. They are here to create legacies that will outlast them. If you want to tap into that freedom and power, you must shed what's holding you back. The desperate need for validation by traditional gatekeepers, the fear of being misunderstood, the pressure to move too fast. This moment in history is ripe for the rare, the radical, the relentless to rise, those who see the game differently and refuse to play by old rules. The family-based power in venture is not the future. It's happening now. And it's an invitation, not for the many, but for the few who dare to become sovereign in their will, critical in their thinking, transformative in their actions, and patient with the process. Align with those who burn as you do, who share your hunger for something more, something real. Because the next wave of impact, the next frontier of influence, lives in these quiet, powerful family offices, reshaping the rules of venture capital, funding revolutionary ideas, and building legacies that can't be bought or sold quickly. This isn't a whisper. It's a roar beneath the surface of public markets and VC hype you can't afford to ignore. The real alliances, the real power, are happening now in the shadows where family meets vision, capital meets courage, and freedom becomes a weapon. The question is, are you ready to break free? To stop waiting and start building with those who see beyond the now? To find your place not in the crowd, but in the scarce, in the powerful, in the truly exceptional? Because the truth is simple. The holders of the future's power aren't the ones screaming loudest. They are the ones who understand that real influence and real change come from rootedness, clarity, and courage. Those rare few are not waiting for permission, they are claiming it. You don't want to be the one left behind, stuck in a system that chews up potential and spits out mediocrity. You want to be where the real power flows unchained, where family offices are the gatekeepers to a new era of venture, a new era of creation. The path forward is clear but narrow. It demands patience, critical thinking, real alignment. It demands you connect deeply, think independently, and build relentlessly. This is your call to step beyond the system's noise, to find the few who will fuel your fire, and to shape the future together. There it is, a chance like no other. To wield power not as a weapon against, but as a tool to build the world as it's truly meant to be, diverse, resilient, and free. This is the new frontier. It is family-based, it is patient, it is real, and it is yours if you dare to claim it.